welcome back to another day in the 100 days graphic design challenge. So very quickly, I'm using this 1024 by 1300 pixels, and then I'm going to click create. Okay, next thing I'm going to do is to bring in all my resources that I'm using for this design. So very quickly, I head over to my resources and I'll drag it this way. I'll drop it into Photoshop like this. Okay, so I'm just going to reduce this and place it here. Okay, then I'll just hit enter. So I'm just going to adjust this my background. Okay, I'll hit enter. I have this. I'm just going to adjust it this way. I'll hit enter, and then for this one I'll adjust it as well. Okay, I'll hit enter. So we have 4 of these. Next thing I'm going to do is to click here, and then I'm just going to head over to my camera raw filter to edit this image. Okay, so I'm just going to adjust some things here. Okay, so after I'm done adjusting everything here, I'm just going to hit okay. So we have something like this. So I'm just going to head over to select and I'll click subject. Okay, so I'll wait for it to load. Okay, so I'm just going to click on this to have something like this. So I'll just drop this here and I'll pick this one. I'll head over to filter and I'm going to click camera raw filter. So I'm just going to adjust this one as well. So after I'm done with adjusting this one, I'm just going to hit okay. So I have something like this and I will head over to select and I will do the same thing, subject. Okay, so I'm just going to click here. So I have this and I have this. The next thing I'm going to do is to click on this my image. I'm going to add a black and white to it. Okay, then I'm just going to adjust this a little bit. Okay, so I have something like this. I'm just going to click here and I'll adjust this. I'll hit Ctrl C. Okay, then I'll right click and I'll flip it to the other side. So I have something like this. Then I'm just going to increase them, and then I'm going to bring in a new layer. Okay, I'll place a new layer here. Then I will head over to my gradient. I'll right click, I'll look for gradient tool here, get from top like this. Okay, so I have something like this. I'm just going to change this color. I'll double click here and I'll change the color to a darker shade. Okay, then I'm just going to hit okay. Now this is what I have. Next thing I'm going to do, I'm just going to create another new layer, and then I'll just use my brush tool. I'll make sure it's set at this color. Okay, I'll make sure it's set at this color. I'll hit enter, then I'll just drag it over this here. So I have something like this. Then I'm just going to bring in, let me just zoom in. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do, I'll bring in a rectangle here. Okay, something like this. Okay, so I have something like this. I'll hold my shift and I'll drag this. Okay, so I'm just going to drop my tool. So I have something like this. Then I'll head over to my layers and I'll bring up this. I'll take it up. Okay, this way I'll have something like this. Then I'm just going to adjust this. Okay, then I'll type in some text here. I'm going to type in some text here very quickly. Before that, I'll just draw a tiny rectangle here. Okay, I'll change the color to white. So I'm just going to type in my text. I'll just say 20th. Okay, then I'll change the font. No, I'll be using Bibas. Okay, so I'll be using this, and I'll change this color to white. Okay, very quickly. Then I'm just going to change this to 0. I'll just increase this. Okay, this way. Then I'll change the color. I'll change this color. I'll be using this. I'll hit enter. Okay, and I'll just hold my alt and drag, holding my shift, and I'll change this to APR. Okay, and I'm just going to increase this. So the next thing I'm going to say, I'm going to draw a small rectangle here. Okay, something like this. Then I'll just remove the fill and I'll give it a color. I'll give it this, and I'll take it to 3. Enter. Okay, so I head over to my layers. I'm just going to locate it. I'll click this and I'll adjust it this way. Then I'm just going to type my text here. So I'll just change this font. Okay, I'm using this. So I'm just going to adjust this. I'll just change this to white. I'll change the stroke of this rectangle to white. Okay, and I'll leave this other one as this, as it is. Next thing I'm going to do is to just zoom out. Okay, so I have something like this. I'm just going to reduce this way, and then I'll increase the text inside. Okay, so I'm just going to increase this. Okay, so after I'm done with that, I'm just going to type in my text here and here. Okay, so I'll change the font. I'm using Highlander. Then I'll use my alt and drag, holding my shift. So after that, I'm just going to type verses. I'm just going to type VS here. Then I'll change the font to double. Okay, then I'll just draw a tiny rectangle at the top here and at the bottom as well. Then I'll just adjust this. I'll give it this color, and I'll click on this one and I'll give it this color. So after I'm done with that, I'm just going to add something here. Okay, then I'll change this color to this. So I'm just going to write my text here. I'll change this font to monument. Okay, so I'll just change the color as well. So after that, I'm just going to type another text. Okay, I'll change this to white. I'll say for more info. Okay, Then I'll also draw another small rectangle here. Now give it this, okay, not too much. Then I'll change the stroke to white. I'll remove the fill and I'll take this to 3. Then I'll just put in a number here, okay. I'll just adjust it. So after that, I'm just going to click on this. I'll use my Alt and drag, and then I'm just going to type this, okay. So after I'm done adjusting and adding my text here and here, the next thing I'm going to do is to create a new layer, and then I'm just going to have my brush tool, okay. Then I'll just click here and I'll change the color to this, okay. First of all, I will use this. I'll drop it, okay. Ctrl Z. I'll increase my brush, okay. I'll drop it once like this, and then I'll click again. I will now click on this, okay. Then I'll reduce my brush and I'll drop again, okay. I'll just increase, I'll drop it again, increase, drop it again till I get what I want, okay. Then I'm just going to drag this to this edge, okay. I'll increase this and I will change this to screen. Then I'll hold my Alt and I'll drag as well to this other side, and I'll hold my Alt, I'll drag to this middle edge, okay. Then I'll take it to be beneath the rectangle, okay. Here I'll take it to be beneath this, okay. Enter. Then I'll click and I'll drag again, holding my Alt, I'll drag it to this edge here, and I'll just increase this, okay, and align this way. So after that, the next thing I'm going to do, I'll just hit my Shift Ctrl Alt E to screenshot. Then I head over to my filter and I'm going to use camera raw filter. So I'll just click on it and I'll adjust this, okay. Okay, so with that, we have come to the end of this design. Thank you for watching to the end. Please do like, share and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks for watching. See you in my next video. Bye.